Hello fam, welcome to another interesting and educative episode of History's Most Influential Humans with Damila Imapa. Even though today's episode is actually a combination of episodes. So on today's episode, I'll be combining the most interesting and captivating snippets from episode 5 to episode 8. So without further ado, I'll start with episode 5, where I talked about Johann Sebastian Bach, who is a German composer and musician. His music explains the more artistic and classical form of music, and not the secretary lyrical music of the 21st century. His artistic and creative music expressed both beauty and truth, even without the use of words. To be honest, I can't even scratch the surface of how relevant this man still is in his genre of music, even 300 years after his death, and how many people have reincarnated and reformed his music and music styles using modern day instruments and new ideas. So I'm sure you get my point. Sebastian lived a fairly good life, although he had his ups and downs. There was even a time that he got jailed for 1 month for trying to quit his job, I guess. So his life had a few drama in it. He married 2 wives throughout the course of his life and gave birth to 20 children, although only about 10 grew up to adulthood. I'm not giving any more gist than that. So he died in 1750 at the age of 65. And what is surprising is that he didn't even become extremely famous till about the 19th century, when people started seeing the genius in his work. Imagine you being popular around the world about 50 years after you die. That's weird. Anyways, the life of this great musician shows the importance of mastery of a single art or whatever you have passion for, the importance of hope, of consistency, knowledge and positive impact, sacrifice and the power of art. Second is episode 6, William Rothgen, who discovered the X-rays. And in 1901, he was awarded the first ever Nobel Prize in physics. Wow, to me that is a wonderful achievement. But here's the shocker. Rothgen donated all the reward money gotten from his Nobel Prize award to promote scientific research at his university. And he also refused to personalize, or should I say, monetize his X-ray discovery, as he said that he wanted the society as a whole to benefit from his phenomenal discovery. Something the majority of people won't do in this current century if they had the opportunity. Unfortunately, Rothgen died of carcinoma of the intestine, also known as colorectal cancer, on 10th February 1923. It's been 125 years after the accidental discovery of X-rays from the influential German physicist Wilhelm Conrad Rothgen, and his pioneering experiment on X-rays has helped and will still continue to help in producing countless of radiographs aimed at saving lives in the field of medicine. Currently, millions of radiographic scans are done every year in hospitals and clinics worldwide to treat diseases and save countless lives, which is why Wilhelm Conrad Rothgen would forever bear the title Father of Radiography. Third is episode 7, Gregory, Godwin, Pinkos, who created the oral contraceptive pill. Although it was said that the pill became the symbol of the so-called sexual revolution of the 1960s till date, as the pill was blamed for the beginning in the change of sexual lifestyle in women, and so many other things such as the rise in single motherhood, unmarried couples living together, open marriages, wife swapping, prostitution, women's liberation, increased visibility of sex in media, and so much more. Well, this is to some extent true, but the main thing to note is that those who pushed the invention of the pill had contrary and positive intentions. Pinkos collected numerous awards due to his unforgettable researches, which include the Oliver Bird Prize in 1960, the Julius A. Koch Prize in 1962, and so much more. Unfortunately, he died at 64 in 1967, a little bit over 10 years after the pill was invented, due to a rare blood disease in Boston, Massachusetts. But his impact on the world lives on inside the body of countless women, if you understand what I mean. And last is episode 8, Thomas Malthus, who raised concern over growing population. Malthus' pessimistic theory on growing population is said to have influenced the ideology of Thanos in Avengers. I'm sure you know Thanos. Although without all the magic stones and bizarre solution of zapping half of the world's population, even though Malthus had his own weird and cruel thoughts. So stats check. It is 2020 and 222 years after Malthus's predictions on decline of human population due to food scarcity. And it turns out that he was actually wrong about that theory, because as at March 2020, human population is said to be about 7.8 billion and still counting. Well, he was right about population growing substantially, because weirdly and interestingly, it took over 200,000 years of human history for the world's population to reach 1 billion, and only 200 years more to reach about 7 billion. Just 200 years. But how come food scarcity wasn't a problem? Well, this is due to so many reasons that Malthus missed, such as the Industrial Revolution, advancement in technology and innovation, increase in literacy, the Agricultural Revolution, and so much more. Although there are still billions of people affected by starvation and poverty till this current moment, but this has more to do with the distribution of wealth and resources in different regions of the world and other factors other than population growth. Malthus' theory on population decline might have been wrong, but there is no doubt that the dramatic increase in population could cause devastating consequences in the future unless there is a technological invention that allows us to live comfortably in Mars or any other planet. So Malthus later died suddenly of heart disease on 29 December 1834 at his father-in-law's house. We all on this episode of History's Most Influential Humans with yours truly. Till next time, fam. Stay enlightened. Peace.